Today we're going to talk about scaling your business. The question is, are you ready?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Neil Winteregg, joined as always by Dr. Greg Winteregg, CEO of Matterhorn Business Development. So welcome back. This week we are here to talk about scaling your business.
Pretty hot topic.
That is a hot topic.
Everybody
That's a
wants to
hot
scale.
word.
Everybody wants to scale.
That word is very popular.
So I think first of all we need to start off with, well, what is scaling? Because it seems to have become synonymous with growth. So you're a startup and you want to scale. It's not time yet. So there's this nice article here that we have online, which Abby, I'm sure, can put a link for us. But I really like this definition. Scaling a business means setting the stage to enable and support growth in your company. It means having the ability to grow without being hampered. It requires planning, some funding, and the right systems, staff, processes, technology, and partners. So I really like this definition because you have to be in a position where you're ready to scale. So you need to have proof of concept. You should watch our proof of concept video. You should have a proven product, a proven service that you have shown people want and that you can sell for a price that makes you a profit. You have to have all of that going on before you can even talk about scaling. So then that kind of rolls back to my Fun at Work book with the basic purpose. So the basic purpose of the business has to be very clear to you, which you need to have even before you start your business. So there are a lot of things that have to be in place before you scale.
Yeah, I look at scaling as being the structure that has to go into place for you to be able to grow. And I think people think that scaling the business is the growth aspect of it. But it's really figuring out all of your successful actions and things that work, and then figuring out, okay, how do I get somebody else to do that for me? So to me, it's always a matter of, okay, I know I can do things, I know it can work, and to grow this business, I have to have somebody else do these things for me. So I have to hire the right people and train the right people so that they can do that while I focus on the next big thing.
Well, I think a good analogy would be to building a house. Long ago, we built a shed for the dirt bikes and the garden tractor when we lived in Northern Virginia, and we had 5 acres of property to play on. And we wanted to build a shed. It was a big shed, 16 by 24. The very first thing we had to do was have a foundation. And so after the foundation was poured, the concrete was set, then we could scale and build the shed. So I really like this concept of having a foundation. And you even had a similar analogy of having the structure, like the scaling, the scaffolding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scaffolding around it so that you can then attach more to it or whatever it is that you're working on. Like I have another project that I've been working on, and we started off and we had a lot of successes, but there wasn't as much success as we wanted. So we actually scaled down. And instead of having 10 people working on something, we have 3 people working on something. And we figured out what works, what doesn't work. Then we're like, okay, well, if we're going to grow to 10 or 15 people doing this job, well, we're going to need more technology. We're going to need the right computers, the software, the servers. So we had somebody get the right stuff that we needed to grow. Then we worked on it. Then we got it figured out. And now we know it works 100% of the time.
Now we can scale.
Now we can put more people in and go from 3 people to 10 people or more. But we had to actually figure out, how do we do that? Instead of just hiring 10 people and seeing what happened. We started small and figured out, okay, when this happens, we have to do this and with this. And it was a lot easier to do that with 3 people than 10 people. And now we're ready to scale.
Yeah, and now the clients are very happy. They're winning. We have success videos. So you do have to have the foundation. Now, also, this goes back to my book, Fun at Work. You have to focus on marketing, sales, delivering the product or service, and management and organization. So let's say now you're ready to scale. You've got your foundation and you're ready to go. All right, take a look at those 4 areas, marketing, sales, delivery, and management. Where are you the most backlogged? It's sort of like a hot air balloon trying to take off with sandbags attached to it. That's where the biggest backlog is. You haven't filed your taxes. You haven't balanced your checkbook in a year. That you can't scale like that.
Right.
You can't scale with these big backlogs. And so you have to take a look now in these 4 pillars of business basics and look at where is the biggest sandbag, where is the biggest anchor. Like you're trying to get your speedboat going with a skier and the anchor's out the back. So you got to pull up the anchor, and now with systems. And here's the other thing that I think is important. Yes, you may need to hire somebody, but now you're bringing somebody on, and many states now are headed in the $15 per hour minimum wage, which is a whole video for another day. Use subcontractors.
Yep.
The subcontractor is going to be a little bit more expensive, but you don't have long-term commitments. You don't have the matching government taxes and such. So now is the time to use a subcontractor and make sure that that's the next step for you.
Yep.
Because a subcontractor can come and go very easily.
Yeah, I think it's important that you start to figure out what works, how to do it, and then how to make it faster, how to make it smoother, how to put in organization to make it easier for people to do. That is part of scaling, of figuring out how to maximize the efficiency of everything so that you can increase the productivity and then grow into that next phase, that next step, or that next product that you want to do.
Well, and also we have some clients, home inspector, property management with making the yard green, pest control, and some of these industries have some really awesome software. I am talking about, we have clients literally they're doing $500,000 to $1 million a year with a part-time administrator because the software is so industry specific.
Yeah.
You should be inspecting your business, your industry, and make sure that there's software that could be available for a few $100s a month that could actually replace an employee.
So those are our thoughts on scaling. Leave some of your thoughts down below. And if you've made it this far, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and check out our new membership program where you get to work with us.